Manga Shake here with a video on the new Busby Air Warriors Agitator. This will be a Target exclusive coming out later this month here towards the end of July. And while I was not given a expected retail price with the Frantic Fury, which is the Walmart exclusive version of this, the differences are color and paint schemes as well as the grip. This has a basically inline grip, whereas the Frantic Fury will have a vertical grip. But they both come with the detachable barrel, which also doubles as a scope, the flip magazine, and a retractable and extendable stock. Now, what this is, again, it's a pump action spring powered blaster from Busby that comes with 20 of their long distance darts, comes with a scope attachment, which is also the barrel attachment. It comes with the mounts that slide on the rail to allow it to pull double duty, and a already put together flippable magazine, which they call it a flip clip, but Nerf did something similar to this. It's nice to see Busby come out with it, because it is actually a usable feature where it has two 10-round magazines clicked together with a adapter and allows you to have one inserted into the blaster while using it, and you can actually be topping off the one that's upside down. Now, I'll go ahead and get this thing unboxed, and then we'll take a look with the first glimpse of it, and I'll give you my feedback on what I think of it, because as long as this thing is what I expect it to be, using the modern Busby internals, it's going to have power and function very similar to the Interceptor and Thermal Hunter, which were also pump action spring powered magazine fed blasters. So we'll go ahead and get this thing out. Okay, after opening up the package, here's what we get. We do get the blaster itself, 20 of Busby's long distance darts, the manual, the attached flippable magazine, barrel attachment / scope, and the rail attachments to allow this to be used as a scope. Now, to install that, all you have to do is slide these onto the rail. They are just a friction fit. There's no indexing on them. And then you would put the barrel / scope, just click it into place. Again, it's just a fit based on friction and grip. There's no indexing, no clicking, no nothing like that. To use it as a barrel attachment, you simply put it in the front and it's threaded. So you just turn it into place until it bottoms out, and there you are. And then we can remove that. Just as a personal note, I actually like the look of it, of the blaster without it. It still has the orange safety tip to indicate this is a toy, and rather than being anything more than just simply a blaster. And to use, again, we can just remove those off and use them however you want. To use the extendable stock, because this is one of the neatest features that this blaster has, you simply press in this button here, and it's only on the left side. There is no button on the right. Press in that, extend it out. Now there is multiple places in the middle, and you can actually just yank that out if you want. But for me personally, I would push the button. You have to push the button to collapse it. It's actually a very solid engagement. So then you can put that there. You can pull out, and it will lock in there. So there's a halfway point, and then there's a full extension, which, again, that is fairly stable. One concern I had when I seen how small this was that it might not be stable, but that actually is. There's a little movement, but not much. But you can collapse that, and a word of warning, when it is collapsed, if you have an adult-sized hand, that actually will hit your wrist. So even if you weren't going to use the stock, I would pull it out a little bit. And also, to note, that grip is a bit bigger than most Busby grips. I have an extra large size hand. I do have to wear XL or double XL gloves. And with an adult size hand, I have plenty of room to move on this grip. My pinky is not sliding off, but also the grip's not so big that a smaller person or child couldn't grab onto this without it feeling too bulky. I think they've got a nice balance here. Instead of it being too small for adults and just right for kids, I think this actually could fit both. It's got enough of a arch here at the back to fit your palm comfortably without it being so small that you feel like you're holding a pencil. But at the same time, it's comfortable everywhere. The trigger guard is not so constrictive that you can't get your finger in there without it pinching. And it's actually got room enough to be proper with your trigger safety. Front grip seems to be quite nice, actually. It's got good grip. It's very slim and sleek. And my concern when I first seen it was that it might be so slim and sleek that it's hard to grab. But I am having no issues there. Function seems smooth, and the prime is light enough that I don't think that a child would have a problem with that. But that's what Busby blasters are good for, is they don't rely on huge heavy spring rates to get power. They have pretty high power in a light and easy to use package. It's part of why I'm such a huge fan of them. Now, this is going to be a Target exclusive. I don't have current pricing on it, but again, the Walmart version, which is the Frantic Fury, retails for around $20, so I couldn't see this being much more. But we're going to do some firing demonstration of it. I'll load up the magazine and we'll fire off at least one 10-round mag's worth, and I'll give you some final opinions on this before I end the video. Okay, here we are on my back porch to do my typical firing demonstration out into my backyard. The holly tree you see here in the frame is around 65 or 70 feet away from where I am currently standing at my back railing, and I've loaded up one full side of the flippable magazine with 10 shots, and then a few shots in the other one. So we'll go ahead and fire them off and see just exactly how this thing does. If it's typical Busby fashion, it's going to actually do fairly well. So here we are. We'll fire a few level, and then I'll go for angle shots out towards my back ditch. Long distance darts, as always, go everywhere. But these are actually firing all the way out to the base of the tree unless they nosedive. Now we're going to go for a few angle shots. I believe that dart just went sayonara into the tree. Oh, it spiraled out. That one went past the tree. Okay, fired off all 10. We'll flip it around, and I got a few more on that side. And yeah, we're easily hitting 80 to 90. I'm going well past the tree on angled shots. That might have actually hit the 100. And that one went almost all the way to the ditch, so that definitely did. I will do a actual range test to show you genuine ranges and make sure this thing hits its claim. But being a Busby, I don't doubt it one bit. They have almost always hit their range claims. But we're going to go back in for some final opinions. Okay, coming around to my final opinions after getting a little bit of time to use this off camera. The Busby Air Warriors Agitator is going to move straight up to the top of my recommendations. I've already recommended the Thermal Hunter and the Interceptor, which are pump-action magazine-fed, spring-powered blasters from Busby, and this is the same basic platform internally. That's the key word, internally. Getting a different shell, you're getting different accessories, and you're getting a much more usable stock. I already love the Interceptor and Thermal Hunter. This adds an adult-sized stock, and I am 5'10" as an adult male. I'm going to show you here. This is the proper length for the stock for me to work. I don't like ultra long stocks, and I don't like short stocks either that cramp me. This fits right in the middle. And if you're buying this for a child, they can move this to the intermediate setting, and then they will feel right at home. And that goes along with the same thing to say about the grip. The grip feels good enough for my hand to wrap around and not be cramped or feel undersized. And I do have to wear an XL or double XL size glove. Again, I have large extremities and this fits me. So that works. And also, again, just like the stock, I don't think this will be alienating to a smaller person like a child, while at the same time accommodating me as an adult. And I like that. More companies need to find a happy medium to allow everybody to use it, because dart blasters are a all-encompassing toy. They're not for kids, they're not just for adults, they're for everyone. And that's something that, this is a great family activity, and something like this would allow you to buy a few of them, hand around to everybody in your family, and you could all play and have fun. And that's what I like about this. It's going to be better suited to everybody with its inherent adjustments and a comfortable grip, and the fact that you get a few accessories that you may or may not use, whereas this barrel attachment can be threaded on the front, or using the included clips, you can slide these on the rail and then mount it up on top, which again, it really is that simple. You just slide them on and then toss this thing in there, and it has a scope effect. There's no crosshair, so it's just basically something to look through. And the fact that they include a flippable magazine is, well, quite nice. So overall, like I said, I will already highly recommend this blaster. It is going to be a Target exclusive, and I did not get a expected retail price, but I'm going to go based off of the Adventure Force version, because this is going to be sold also as a Walmart exclusive with a different color scheme. I believe that one was going to be red, and it was going to have a vertical pump grip instead of a horizontal pump grip. And that one was going to retail for right at $20. So this is probably going to be either that or very close to. I would expect Target's probably going to place it at 20 or 25. Don't hold me to that. That is me just hypothesizing about it based off of their track record. But this thing here is going to be very comparable to the Thermal Hunter and the Interceptor in performance, as well as the Tactical Storm. They all use the same internals, just in a different slight layout. But already with my firing demonstration, this thing is hitting the normal ranges I expect. So it's going to be more powerful than Nerf, less expensive than Nerf, and getting more for your money with Nerf as a comparison. So if you're looking for a magazine-fed pump action Springer with a comfortable stock, comfortable grip, and you get a few attachments and a pile of darts, the Target exclusive Busby Air Warriors Agitator, definitely a recommendation from me. And again, I am Mongoose Jake. Hope you enjoyed watching this introduction of the Agitator, and that you'll stay tuned because I have a few more exclusive blasters coming up on this channel, including the Busby Mutator, which has been my most personally anticipated blaster for this coming year. And that is going to be the next one that I unveil. So I hope you stay tuned, and thanks for watching.